Hello everybody. How's everybody's day going? So today I am coming at you guys with some tricks and tips on how to do your brows. I get questions all the time and it is so simple. So before you even think, oh my goodness, I cannot do my brows, they don't look right, they look like caterpillars on my face, or they look like just straight lines, don't worry. This video is going to teach you exactly how to do your eyebrows, okay? So I have two different ways I'm going to show you. One is with a powder, so I'm just going to simply use just an eyeshadow. And the other one is with a pencil. So we're going to start off with the pencil. So this is for newbies. If you're new to doing your brows, I feel as though any type of pencil is the easiest way to do your eyebrows. So this is the ways and tips and tricks to do your brows, okay? Are you ready for this? So the first thing you want to know about doing your brows is you're going to take basically anything that is a straight line and you're going to know exactly where your brow is supposed to go. So if your brows are shaped weird or you feel like your brows aren't shaped the correct way, do not worry. So we are going to take this pencil and see how our brow is lined up completely with the side of our nose. That is where you want to start your brow. So what I do is I kind of just make a light marking there. So now we know. We're going to go the same way with the outside corner of our nose to the outer corner of our eye to here. That is where you want your brow to end. So I just kind of make like a light marking so I know where I'm doing it. It's no big deal. And then essentially you just want to go from your nose through the pupil of your eye, and that should be the highest point of your brow. So if you have an arched brow, that is where you want that highest point. And the rest is super easy. So what I do is I simply start by lightly lining where my brows normally are. It's super easy. So what I do is I line the bottom so I can see the shape. And you just want to follow your natural brows. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. Just follow what's already there. That's the biggest part about makeup, is you want to enhance what's already there. And then what I do is I just take a brush and I just kind of brush down those hairs. I feel that it kind of gets the hairs where they need to be. So now you can see where the brow is, and now you can see where you want your hairs to be directed on your brows. Simple, right? So we're going to take that pencil, we're going to start up in this top part of our brow, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with the bottom to the top. We're going to follow the way our brows naturally form. Now, I have pointed eyebrows. Some people have very rounded eyebrows. Just follow the shape. If you don't like the point, you can always fix it or make it rounded if you'd like, but I find that it's a lot easier to just go with the natural shape of your eyebrow. Very simple. So now you can see exactly where this brow is going to go. We see the bottom, we see the top, we have the tail end here. Super easy, right? So if you guys are me, what do you think I would do next? I'm just gonna fill it in. So what I do is I lightly just brush it on. And it doesn't have to be super dark. You don't have to be coloring like you're coloring on a piece of paper. Just lightly fill it in. And most pencils are very easy to purchase because there's normally certain shades and it's normally like a light, medium, or dark. So you don't even have to worry about that. And look at that. I have a perfectly shaped brow. As you can see before, I mean, I don't really have brows. They're not very dark. So this just darkens it up and just kind of makes it more into its shape. So moving right along, we have a powder now. We're going to do the same thing. We can brush before, we can brush after we line the bottom. I kind of normally brush after I do the bottom part. So I have a brush, it has a flat end with an angle, and it also has a brush with a flat end. So I have both I can work with here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dab it in that powder. And honestly, the coolest trick is you can use any type of eyeshadow if it's the color of like your hair, and get away with doing it for your brows, which is really cool. So we're just dabbing it on here. And if you make a little mess, it'll wipe off, don't worry. So I taught you guys, I teached you. Wow, that's terrible grammar, Leanne. Taught you guys where you want your brows to go. So now that you've seen that, I'm just kind of going along with it. All right, so we have the arch. We are simply going to brush the hairs the way we want them to go. And then we're just going to simply trace the top part. And you don't have to drag it heavy. Just a very light swipe is all you need, okay? We don't want to give ourselves wrinkles, trying to give ourselves brows all at the same time. So now we have the top and the bottom, and we just want to lightly fill it in. What I do is I just use the side of my brush and I kind of just do this on the side here. And bada bing, bada boom. So now we have brows. So that is 2 ways you can do your brows with any type of makeup that you have at home, whether you have a pencil or any type of eyeshadow that matches your hair color. So that is brows. I told you it was super simple. I bet you're sitting there going, holy moly, that was so easy. And if you want, you can take a little spoolie like this and just brush it out at the end. So move any other hairs that you need to move if need be. But that is that. Brows made simple. If you guys have any other questions regarding brows, feel free to reach out to me. But I told you that was easy. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.